Hi everyone, how you going? Alright, so today's video is going to be about how much benefit you gamers get from overclocking your CPU and memory, or running it at XMP from from stock. I've run some benchmarks, two 4K benchmarks, superposition 4K optimized. What's going on here? Right. Okay, sorry, back there. 4K optimized, 3D mark, time spy extreme, which is 4K as well. So basically, this is running at auto settings, which is basically 4.9 to 5 gigahertz by itself. No. The CPU is running at just that. The memory is running at 2133, and you can see 15, 15, 15, so it's all JDEC. The graphics card is one of the high tier 3070s. Sorry about that. Just pause the bloody thing. I don't need it to do anything anyway. It's a colourful iGame 3070. Has a slider across to 118% and works off 270 watts. So it's got some pretty decent clocks. I'll leave it on its turbo BIOS setting because it's got two settings, a lesser one and the 1875 you're looking at there. It'll boost up to around the 2100 mark. When it's gaming, it's got some good ability, this little card. Now, so all stock 4K superposition 11269, 3D mark 6839, right? So now this is just to do some 1080 results to compare. These are all your base scores that I've been, the last two I gave you in this one. 18419 for 1080p high, not I hope I did the others in high, not medium. Okay, we'll just find out. 3D mark 25, was it 25830? That was good timing. I should be able to do it in the times that it comes up, shouldn't I? Okay, so now with this one, I've gone and I've put the CPU from stock up to 5.2. No touching RAM, as you can see, so it's all normal. This will be showing you here somewhere. 5.2. Anyway, so 11406. So that's a 140 odd point gain. It's bugger all. And it went from 6839 to 6910 on the other one. Oh yeah. There we go. 4K optimized. So 11406 from 111268 and 6910 from 6839. Now, switch over by itself. What do we got here? A little bit glitchy in its recording there by the looks of it. Okay, so pause that. What's this fucking score? What did I do here? What have I done? Oh, that's right. So the original 1080p score was 18419, so you've gone up to 18488. Huge. 25830 for the 3D mark has gone to 26915. That's the best game we've had so far. Don't get too excited. It's not even, I've done the maths, it's not even a percent, is it? Sorry, my GoPro, give me the willies. Alright, so where are we going next? So that did 2 in 1 there. So you're getting the drift that didn't really help a heap with the CPU. There was gains there though. Alright, so this is with CPU at 5.2 and the MEMS at the XMP profile. Now remembering we're going from 2133 here to at C15 up to a bit of a ridiculous bin really. You're better off running it slower at lower latencies, but G.Skill Royal 4600 C18 kit. As you can see all the specs and everything. So there's the timings and everything as they spill out. Now, let me just check something while I'm here. Okay, that's running the 100 strap, not the 133 strap to make that work. I thought the 133 strap would be a bit stronger. But anyway, so we'll compare this score. That's with your 5.2, that's with XMP, high bandwidth memory up. So 11490. Well, it's a bit hard to get excited about that, isn't it? Considering the first one was 11268 and then 11406. Okay. 7034. Oh, okay. I started off at 6839 and 6910 when I put the CPU up. So we're not getting a lot of gains there either. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just quickly check out the HD one. 18673 from 18419 and 18488. 27386 from so that's the bigger gain one that we get each time. 25830 became 26915, became 27386. A little bit more woots. Anyway, what I've done is I've created another little video here. These are all benchmarks and not in a real game and all that sort of stuff. Alright, well, I've done 3 runs of Red Dead Redemption at, I don't know how my captures come out, but 4K, almost ultra everything, not quite because it's kind of pointless on a couple of things in the settings, but by all means check this out and tell me if you can work out which setup I've got. So you've got stock, you've got just CPU, CPU and RAM. Not standing in front of it here anyway. It's funny that this is a benchmark really at the end of the day when it uses the close for the give you a bit of volume there, but using in the game to do that. You're playing. Sorry, a bit distracted as well. And it's a bit of a janky benchmark, you might get shot in my twice or 5 times. The horses may or may not fall over, one may or may not run off and actually get in the way of the car as you ride out as well. You know, so as benchmarks, you can get shot once or 6 times. It's quite variable, but that bit where he blows the horses up in the carriage, I'll just run it again, but most of the time it's fine. Sometimes the other 2 horses don't die, one lives and he runs off into your way and then all of a sudden your little carriage is running off into the bloody trees or something to avoid. It's only every few frames, but still. Benchmark is supposed to be. Still the best game ever. Game I've ever played. I've played it through twice now. I'm not a completionist, so I've only played through about 90%. I'm not picking up every cigarette card and whatnot as I travel around. Jeez, I want to have fun, not bore myself shitless. Hunt out every last bloody purple spotted squirrel or something, you know? That's more fun than flick. Crappiest capture. I'm just getting used to how to do all this. So I've never really been a stupendous video editor. I like to say my content holds me up instead of the presentation, but I'm not even sure that's the case. Okay, so here we go. Ending one of them. And what timings of that? What speed have they given us on this one? Oh, there we go. 20 and 91 and 51. So the average FPS is what you're going to notice isn't going to change. And you take with a grain of salt that highs and lows really, because you know, I mean, one of them there's got a low at one frame. Of course, that's just a judder stutter as it's starting up the game or something like that. That average is the bit you really. I played the game a lot, so I know that it really does, like 90% of the time, stay in that average. A little bit of time, so while I'm talking here, as a gamer, would I go out and spend the money there? I'd probably still want a CPU, a K-SKU CPU and a Z motherboard gives you the ability to
That's what I'm
get a lot
saying
more
about
power, and a lot of games will benefit from the CPU.
Stupid bloody horse.
The memory not so much. So I would say buy the cheapest memory that'll suit you. Actually, get yourself 2x16 kits, dual sided, dual ranked, and their efficiency in themselves will bring them close. Like a 3000 dual ranked. Which one was
kit,
the one with likely to beat a 30 CPU? 36 change. Which one was the one with the memory done up? Which one was the stock one? Almost all the time. So tell me, we'll all know. Anyway, you've seen the end of that benchmark there. You've got 61 minimum FPS and same average again. I guess I better put you in misery. I don't know if any of you are still awake and watching, but nonetheless, the strongest one was the one in the middle with the 91 highs that flicked out. That was kind of maybe a bit more obvious than the others, but where the hell do I write these scores down? Anyway. So it was the second one, sorry, it was the 5.2 first, it was the 5.2 and the memory second, and it was the stock one third in those videos anyway. It's all come back to me. So guys, don't spend your money on the RAM. Go get yourself a kit that'll suit for the size. You know, what's a good bin? I mean, a good bin is... there's a equation you can do to see if something's running at an efficient data rate. If you can get 3200... 3200 C16 is under the 10 NS refresh. So yeah, it's in the right... CAS for its frequency and all that sort of stuff, I suppose is the best way to put it. Now, I mean, you can spend, it depends how much you want to wave your willy around, I suppose. I mean, you can spend a lot of money on kits, and what you're better off doing is if you bought a 380 and you went out and bought a kit like mine, you know, $500-600 worth or whatever it is these days of memory, then you would have been better off spending 150 on memory and putting 350 more into getting an upper tier card, or going towards you getting into the 390, you know, or a monitor that's going to work along with the sort of graphics cards or whatever you want to run. So yeah, nah, don't do it. And if you're rocking a 6 Corsair, so what are they, an 8600K, a 9600K and above, yeah, you might want to think twice about getting anything CPU and like upgrading your base system, because I don't know if you're going to get a lot of gains. There's a lot of systems, games and titles that they still aren't utilising, you know, the massive amount of cores that we've got. So spend your money wisely, guys. Spend it on the card, power supply, and monitor if you're a gamer. I don't know what I'm doing videos for to help you gamers, but I've recently become one again after 20 odd years, I guess. Baldur's Gate 3 early release. I'm going to do a channel on that, I think, just because I'm an old fart who used to roll dice to kill dragons and stuff. Anyway, guys, look, I hope you find the video useful. Click subscribe, hit the bell next to it, or don't. Look, just subscribe. I mean, I don't want notifications annoying the piss out of me all the time. But at least when you log in, you can go to your notifications on the screen and it'll show that something new's popped up or whatever. But don't be like don't be like me, you know, where you go searching for the information and you get it from a few different places, you put it together and it becomes a new piece of information, and you don't really need to backtrack and say thanks or anything. But just while you're there, guys, don't hit the bell if you don't want it, but just hit the subscribe. I mean, seriously, gives a go. You've got to be a bit fair dink about this. Anyway, guys, I'm always dink if you're dink. Perth overclocking your boat out. For this one, there's what other content? I've got plenty I can do. I was thinking of doing my Vulcan 3070 because I got to second and now third on Time Spy on that one in the world, so that's a great card. And got a DDR3 ICs, memory ICs. It's all different videos at the moment. I've got to compile them because there's a lot of information, but I can't find a lot of that in YouTube as a way of helping people. So it'll have information how to buy and recognise the stickers that are on G.Skill and Corsair memory and stuff like that too. So if you've got anything in particular you want to see, guys, it's kind of ridiculous what I've got here. I'm just resetting up a chiller and a phase change at the moment, so I'm a busy man. Anyway, just about out. Don't forget, Perth overclocking your boat. Dink. Dinkness, if you're dink there, dink. Everyone's dink, mate.